Yeah, you want me to talk or?
Yeah, you can do the intro.
What do you want me to tell? We're gonna start on
you
a new project. Hello, I'm Oliver.
Right, today's the next day after we did the road trip with Rob, and we're back in. Well, we're not back because we've never been in here, but we're in Oliver's workshop.
Well, you've been in here.
No, but not with the YouTube.
Ah, okay.
See? So it's first time for the channel to be in here. So yeah, I'm going to be here for a few weeks helping Oliver with this beautiful Chevrolet Nova. What year is this?
1970.
1970, and it's an SS.
It's an SS, matching numbers, all original.
And tell us, Ollie, what does SS mean?
Super Sport.
Super Sport.
Like an upgrade, or how do you say it?
Like top trim level.
Yeah, trim level, yeah, exactly.
And so this has a 350 cubic.
Yeah, 350 cubic engine.
It's had a vinyl roof. There's a little bit left of it here, so Ollie didn't know if this has been actually dyed or painted, but on looking at it, it looks like it's original green. So green vinyl roof with the green paint, I think is actually pretty cool. But it's pretty much complete. There's little bits and pieces missing, like the door cards, which those type of things are really not a problem because they're easy to get. But front seats, back seats are in, headliners in, but we're probably going to rip everything out because this will be stripped and sent to the blasters. So over the next, or this week, today's Tuesday, we're going to strip everything out. Every nut and bolt, engine, gearbox, rear end. We're going to make a frame with wheels so we can take everything off, put it on a frame and then send it to the blasters. We haven't decided whether it's going to be water blasting or sand blasting, but we can cross that bridge when we get to it. So, Ollie, get stripping, boy. We are ripping into this. We're just taking the door off, front seat out. Door is just held on by these two pins. These are actually welded with no adjustment. Right, so we're going to call it a day there. It's 11:30, but this is the first day, considering we didn't start till, what, 3 in the afternoon?
Yeah, something like that.
We've made big progress already. Look, front wing's off, front's off. Ollie started taking the other wing off, so we'll take that off in the morning. The inner fender also is separate to the wing, so this all comes off. And then we have really good access to the engine to take engine, gearbox, but we'll strip all the brake booster and everything. But we haven't really found anything nasty still. No frightening holes or issues, so it's all good so far. Just a lot of the bolts at the front and the back end were quite stubborn to get off, but I mean, we kind of expected the whole car to be like that, a little bit like that.
Yeah, it was quite
and then
I was expecting worse.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going to move all the stuff we've taken out. We're going to put this into another storage, so it's out of our way, so it gives us some room for the engine. Isn't that right, Ollie?
That's right, Jamie.
Okay, shall we go to bed?
Good plan.
Not together. So Ollie's just walking the rear glass around, loaded some stuff up on the van, and we're going to put it in storage. Actually going to leave these bits and pieces here. I decided to strip all the bits and pieces off and get the glass and all the furnishings off the doors. We just come over to where we're going to store the parts, and this is another of Ollie's Yankee wagons. This is a, Ollie, what is it? It's a Chevy Chevelle Malibu.
383 strokes with 500 brake horse.
500 brake horsepower, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's got...
That's enough to get you to the shops. So we're going to try and start this bad boy. And there's another car here, which was actually Ollie's father's Triumph TR6. And that is another project that needs to be... It's a big project that needs to be started at some stage. Right, let's see if the Malibu will start. I don't actually know how often he uses it. I just popped back in the workshop. Ollie's gone to a couple of meetings, so I'm just stripping the boot and the bonnet of all the bits and pieces. But check this out. I've just taken these off of the bonnet. These are just like for decoration. There's two of them, but these are solid bits on there. It's crazy that they're just for decoration, but so yeah, and all the catches. And so next up, I'm going to strip all the glass and door handles and mirrors and stuff from the doors, and then when Ollie gets back later, we'll start pulling more apart, like engine, all the top, all the bits and pieces on top of the engine, all the wiring, everything's got to come out. It's going to be totally stripped, but it's coming apart pretty well actually. So this car is relatively solid compared to a lot of other projects that I've worked on, but you can see there's some nasty little spots, like this is the front of the bonnet lip that it's rusted through, but then the other side looks pretty good. We'll know more after it's come back from the blasters, but I mean, even stuff like this, it's got some rot on there, but it's not too bad. I mean, I've seen so much worse, and even some of the American cars I've worked on, or cars from drier states, have been a lot worse than this. I mean, the floors, like I said earlier, it's really good that they're solid. But this is a monocoque type car, which means it doesn't have a separate chassis to the body. So earlier cars, you could actually lift the body entirely off of the chassis, and then you're just left with two like chassis rails, engine and gearbox kind of rolling chassis. But with this, it actually has like a front clip, which is, it actually has two chassis rails, but it's like you can see here, which are separate to the body, but they're just bolted on, and they go up to about here to support the gearbox, etc. So we're going to first take the engine and gearbox out, and then we can put the body on like a frame with wheels, and then we take this whole entire thing off, and then we'll send all of this stuff to the sandblasters and get all the surface rust, etc. taken off. We first thought that this car could have been like original paint and had just dulled off, and lacquer may have burnt off or whatever in the sun, but on further inspection I think it's actually been painted, because if you look at like the insides of the doors and everything, it's a brighter, lighter green than the body. You can see this is quite dark, and then you can see like underneath where the trim would have gone, it's quite shiny and a brighter green. And also if you look where the vinyl roof was, you can clearly see the two different colours. Okay, so that's boot, bonnet, or should I say hood and trunk stripped. I just stripped one door, got all the glass and the winder mechanism, door locks and everything is all out. So there's just this other door, left-hand door to strip, and then we'll put this all in storage, and then hopefully Ollie will be back from his meeting then, and we can get on with stripping the rest of the car. Okay, quite a successful day. We've cleared all the workshop, put all the stuff in the storage, and the next thing we need to do is remove engine gearbox. So we're on to the next stage. Then it's the rear axle, and then I'm going to make like a trolley so we can put the body on the trolley so we can take it to the blasters and move it around like that. So it's all going quite quick. Oh, there's also the dashboard to take out, but I think we're in the episode there, and then the next episode we get all the rest out. Cool. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if there's any tips you can give me, because I'm not that familiar with these cars. And until next time, brilliant, thanks.